welcome to this Weekday Word, which is part of LOVECHURCH Online. My name is Prue Bedwell, and I'm speaking this week on the sayings of Jesus, which were, "As me, so you." And this is the second one today, and it's about love and obedience. Jesus was not prepared to tell us to be obedient without setting us an example by his own loving obedience to his Father's will. We tend to say to our children, "Do as I say," rather than "do as I do." But he said if we were obedient in the small things, he would give us bigger things to do. He is the perfect parent. So today's reading is from John 15, verse 9. "As the Father has loved me, so have I loved you. Now remain in my love. If you obey my commands, you will remain in my love, just as I have obeyed my Father's commands and remain in his love." Jesus said this after talking with his disciples about his betrayal and death. It wasn't a suggestion he gave them. It was a commandment to love one another and to remain or dwell in his love. Living in love isn't easy. You only need to get into your car and start driving up the motorway to lose that loving feeling. And isn't that when the trouble begins? Remaining in God's love in order to have our love tank filled is very hard. But to abide in the presence of God does do something very deep within us. But it's as Jesus was saying, if I can do it, so can you. And he gave us his Holy Spirit to make it possible for us. He's not talking about the love a mother has for her child, nor the love a friend for a friend. It's not the romantic sexual love we feel when we fall in love. He's talking about the unconditional love that we find so well expressed in 1 Corinthians 13. That love is patient, kind, and doesn't envy anyone. It's not boastful, proud, or rude. It's not self-centered and doesn't get angry and does not remember the wrong things people have done, and it doesn't delight in evil. But it does rejoice with the truth, and it always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always keeps going. Love never fails. It is the expulsive power of a greater affection, which Thomas Chalmers wrote about 200 years ago, and it turns the focus away from us and on to Jesus. We need to receive that unconditional love in order to be healed and changed as we reach out to others. And the bonus being that the world will know that we are his disciples. Let's say the Lord's Prayer together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.